There's this one skill that separates millionaire entrepreneurs from everyone else. It's not marketing, it's not sales, it's not even leadership. Why? After interviewing 100 plus entrepreneurs for my book Solo Entrepreneurship Decoded and via podcast, I've realized this one important skill that most millionaire entrepreneurs have. That one skill is quick decision making. While most of the struggling entrepreneurs take weeks to make a decision, depend on others' opinions, do a lot of research but still don't come to a conclusion, the successful entrepreneurs, on the other hand, see to it that the decisions are taken based on data and intuitively. Now you might be thinking why quick decision making is important for your business. Well, let me explain you how. First, you need to have opportunities in time. You cannot let them slip away. Just try and understand this. If you don't take action, someone else will. The second important thing is that momentum needs movement. You need to turn on the engine and then steer your car right. But then at the same time, you also need to see that you're going in the right direction. As far as you do the movement, you will definitely catch momentum in your business. And the third most important thing is that learning happens through actions. If you are stagnant and you're not moving with the fear of not being able to choose the right actions, then this will definitely affect your business in a negative manner. Now, when you know that decision making is such an important and such a critical skill, it's also important to understand how you can make this skill your master skill. Well, let's understand the 3 different levels in which entrepreneurs start making decisions and how they can achieve mastery. Level 1 is a reactive decision making. What do we mean by reactive decision making? Well, most of the time it does happen that entrepreneurs make decisions based on reactions, based on situations, based on pressure of public, of media, of clients, of customers, or maybe sometimes even the team members that may or may not serve good in your business. So you need to understand this. It takes time to make good decisions, but at the same time, you also need to see how quickly can you make good decisions. And this video is all about that. The second level of decision making is strategic decision making, where you literally study data, you try to understand the market dynamics, you try to take surveys or try to understand the customer demands based on which you make decisions. Again, this is not very slow decision making process, but it's not quick as well. It takes time for people to make strategic decisions because strategic decisions normally involve more than one people to help them come to a conclusion. So in order to make decisions which are much more quicker, you need something more. And there comes in the third level of making decisions, that is intuitive decision making, which is quick, which is fast, and as the word suggests, it is intuitive, which means you only study market objectives and market challenges along with your experiences, and then intuitively you take decisions. Well, you know what? Mukesh Ambani took the decision to start Jio, which was an intuitive market decision. Another example comes from Ritesh Agrawal, who started Oyo. If he would have thought of making this decision later with proper research, proper analysis, proper data, it would have taken at least 2 years for him to expand this business down to the worth of 40,000 crores where the company stands today. So most of the entrepreneurs who are making it big are intuitive decision makers. So here is a question for you. Which level of decision making are you into? Are you an intuitive decision maker, a reactive decision maker, or a strategic decision maker? Well, you might also be thinking, although I might know what kind of a decision maker I am, how do I navigate from being a reactive decision maker to being a strategic decision maker? This part is going to be all about how you can move from one level to another level of decision making as an entrepreneur and finally reach to a level of being an intuitive decision maker. So let's go with the basic. When you start your business, you have to depend a lot on the situations that are around you. For example, you might not have clients. You might not have the right teams to work with. You might not have the right kind of systems. So this all things lead you to be a reactive decision maker, where you have to make decisions based on the available resources and the efforts that you can give to expand your business. The second phase, that is all about strategic decision making, needs a shift from having no systems to having systems, from having no processes to having processes, from having mediocre team members to expert team members who can handle different situations in your business. So while you are doing all these activities in your business, you are actually moving towards strategic decision making. And the best part of strategic decision making is to have systems, processes and data in place. Data plays an important role when it comes to strategic decision making. Data आपको हेल्प करता है मार्केट को स्टडी करने में, आपके प्रोडक्ट्स या सर्विसेज को स्टडी करने में, आपके कस्टमर्स को स्टडी करने में. If you're not maintaining data, you are losing a large chunk of understanding your business. If you want to be a strategic decision maker, data collection should be a habit. It should be a part of your daily processes of your business, and it should not be done in a randomized manner. Rather, there should be a system attached to managing data. Once you start analyzing your data, you will see predictions happening. For example, अगर आप अपने बिजनेस का पिछले 12 मंथ्स का डेटा निकाल के देखेंगे तो आप ये देखेंगे कि कुछ मंथ्स में आपके सेल ज्यादा होते हैं. जब आप एड्स पे एक पर्टिकुलर कैंपेन लगाते हैं तो ये रिजल्ट्स आते हैं. मतलब आप बहुत सारे ऐसे छोटे छोटे डिसीजंस ले पाएंगे जहां पे डेटा आपकी हेल्प कर रहा है टू टेक डिसीजंस. आई जस्ट गिव यू अ स्मॉल एग्जांपल. व्हाइल मेकिंग दिस YouTube वीडियो, we are actually repeating a strategy that we repeated last month. We doubled down our efforts in creating YouTube video from 1 video per week to 2 videos per week. We did this and ran this strategy for 1 full month, and we saw double the growth on our channel than previous months. Now this excited us, and this data helped us to identify that if we are making more quality content to increase the reach via YouTube, we can do it by continuing this practice. And that's the same reason why we are creating today the videos at the same speed and publishing them at the same speed for the next 3 months to analyze data. Now after 3 months, this will give us a set of data that we'll study. We'll study the topics that are performing well, we will study how the viewership goes in the first 24, 48 and 72 hours, and we'll also study how the subscribers are liking our video and whether we are actually reaching down to non-followers. We are seeing to it that these decisions form a constructive structure to our company, where we take further decisions based on this basic data that we collect. So this way you can build up layer by layer of decisions based on the number of data points that you have. If you're just starting to collect data, there's something that you need to know. You need to have some person who can be of technical guidance to you, who can make you understand what these data points actually mean. Once you understand all of this, it becomes easy for you to keep a track record. And not only you, but your teams can also keep a track record of what are the activities that we are doing and what is the effect of those activities on a particular marketing campaign or sales campaign, or maybe even collecting leads for that matter. Now the third and the most important thing is intuitive decision making. Now this comes with experience and a lot of market knowledge. So the way you become intuitive into a market is by having expert knowledge or expertise in a particular market. If you are able to dive deep in a particular market, dive deep such that you have a lot of knowledge, you understand the market dynamics very well, you understand the national and the global markets very well, and you know the customer behaviors, then in that segment you can become an intuitive decision maker. So with moving forward, just try to move from one level of decision making to the next level of decision making, and I am sure you will be able to do it very soon with the right kind of processes and systems set into place. That's for now. I'll see you in another video. Signing off, Coach Sakshi.